Is this thing on? Hey guys, it is Thanksgiving week, and I just wanted to get on here and say a few things, and just wish everybody a really, really blessed, happy Thanksgiving. There's been a lot going on lately, and I've been kind of sporadically getting episodes out here and there, not as every Thursday like I had originally started. And my live streams have slowed down. I haven't done one of those for a couple months actually. I just did one last week with Sheila Marie. That was really fun. It was really fun to be back. I really missed everybody, and I really like connecting with all of you in the chat, through the messages that you send me, direct messages on the social media, email, whatever. It's all good. And I just love it. So thank you. And that actually just brings me to a big part of what I wanted to say is that thank you. A really big, heartfelt, warm thank you. This year has been so, stepping out of the comfort zone. I mean, holy wow. If you would have told me that I was going to be doing this like this, I probably would have run the other way. Because as most of you know, watching me this year, you've heard me say over and over that, this is me pushing through the fear, the anxiety, the fear of, oh God, vulnerable, fear of exposure, fear of rejection. Am I enough? All that good stuff. And you know what? My good friend Sue once told me, when we were talking about anxiety, and I was talking about the anxiety that I was feeling over whatever it was in that moment, she pointed out to me and she said, you know what? That's your old story. That's no longer your story anymore. So thank you, Sue, for that, because that was like, yes, that is true. When we're working through these lessons, these fears, these challenges that have been a big part of our stories, for 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, however old we are, years, right? It is. It's just one of those subconscious habits that we just fall back to and lean on, like, it's okay. And no, it is not okay. We can move through, we can grow past, and we can expand. And that's ultimately why we're all here, right? It's why we're all here. So that is the old story. I'm sticking with it. Thank you, Sue. And yeah, that is a really big piece in this little message. I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your shares. Thank you for the emails, the messages, the direct messages that I get, telling me your little stories and your bits and pieces and your miraculous ahas, your own stories of your own expansion, which experiencing those miraculous ahas with whether it's angels or guides or guardians or loved ones or whatever it is. I love to hear those stories more than anything. And it's absolutely why I am doing what I'm doing, because I just hope to inspire and inspire hope, inspire curiosity, inspire motivation, inspire, us, because we're so much better together, right? Thank you, my most amazing partner, Evan. Thank you for all of your support. Oh my gosh. I mean, I wouldn't be able to do this as effectively, gracefully. I don't know what the words are, but because I don't, sometimes I wonder how much grace there is in this as I'm tripping over myself all the way down the street. So yeah, thank you so much, Evan. Thank you, Kathleen, Christina, Tara, Ashley, my new friends, Lola, And Evie, Lola, Lola is in my hood. And she saw me one day and reached out, and I just went and met her last week, and we had a little lunch together, and that's awesome. Evie, I met Evie too. She reached out to me. She's just a couple miles from me, and I met her and had coffee one day. So you guys, if you are in my neck of the woods here in the Bay Area, please reach out. Let's get together. You hear me say it again. I'll say it again. We're so much better together. So let's get together. Community is everything. And that's really one of the biggest things I love about this platform and what has been building, and you guys and what you add to this with each other, for each other. I love that. Thank you. Sue B, thank you from day one. Sue B was one of my very first practice readings 5 years ago, I think. And, she's reached out ever since asking how I'm doing. And then we've become really close, and she's been a big supporter. Susan, Vicky, Kevin, Linda G. Wow, my world exploded when I when I had my visit with her on her show. Thank you for that, Linda. And Linda's going to come back on. She's just written a book. It's coming out in December. So I'm going to have her back on to talk about that, which is really exciting. Kim, Medium Kim, Intuitive You Kim, thank you. Debbie, thank you, Debbie Hedberg. Aubrey, Michael, Jenny Duranics, thank you. She's medium in Ontario. Michael's medium in North Dakota. You all know Kevin Lewis, the healing medium. Become very good friends with all these people just because they've been on my show, and we just clicked and we just text and talk, and now we're planning some things here in the future, which is really fun and really exciting. Tawny Lewis, thank you for your support. Steffi Poo Poo, thank you. Cheryl and Kelly, oh my God, thank you very much for everything you've been for me. I just love working with you ladies, and next year is going to be really awesome. I'm really excited about next year. Teresa Rose. Teresa is an incredible medium in Indiana, and I hope to be doing some more things with her in the upcoming year. There's a lot coming up, and I'm really excited to share even more with more people together. Planning a really, really special expansion. Oh my gosh. Retreat in Sedona this next year, you guys. Oh my God. For those of you who enjoy retreats, I know not everybody enjoys them, but for those of you that enjoy retreats and the work that we do together, planning this incredible retreat in Sedona next year. Be sure you're on my email list. Go to my website, jeffreypeck.com, and sign up on my email list. And you guys, for those of you who are already on there, you know that I don't overwhelm you with emails. I think you get like maybe three or four a year. But yeah, just to be in the loop, for all of this coming up. Lots of really good stuff coming on. And also, just to let you guys know, so you know that I've been in the emergency room 3 times this year with the diverticulitis. November 27th, I'm going in for surgery. They are cutting out about 12 inches of the colon, and I'm a little bit freaked out. So prayers, really, really welcomed, and I'm receptive and open to all of that healing juju. Thank you. But yeah, that's happening next Monday, and I don't know what to expect with regard to recovery or what's after that. I really have no idea. I've never had anything like this. So anyway, I just wanted to say this too, that I will probably be taking a little bit of a hiatus here, maybe over the next month or 6 weeks. I'm not really quite sure. Because I just don't know what to expect. So that's happening. That being said, while I'm laying on the couch, recovering with my dogs, I am going to be emailing people, guests, lining up amazing interviews people, inspirational people, teachers, mediums, healers, getting all that set up for next year. And gosh, there's lots coming up. Next year's going to be a big year, and I'm really, really excited about it. So another big thing that I'm going to do is, and I know you guys have heard me talk about this as well, the mediumship is also expanding. Going from doing my one-on-ones, which many of you have experienced, thank you. But I'm being pushed to go further. So I've got to do the groups. Spirit is like, poke, 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 poke. I'm all okay. Let's do this. Fine. Let's do this. But it's scary. So you all know that's like, here I go. Mediumship groups are going to be happening this next year. I'm going to start out with online. And I'm going to reach out to all of you guys who would be willing to volunteer with me, because I have to start practicing that. I have to start stretching that muscle, that group muscle. I have to start getting used to talking to you guys I was going to say talking to you guys as a group, but I mean, I'm doing that right here. I can do that. Great. Fine. Cool. Awesome. But I mean, like really like going in with spirit, connecting with spirit and doing that. I've done the groups in the past. They've been absolutely amazing, truly amazing. And it's time to get back into that. So that's coming up. If you are on my email list, you'll get the emails saying, hey, I need volunteers. Let's get this set up. I'm going to be doing that for the first quarter next year, 2024. And then moving into the in-person, let's go. Let's go big or go home, right? So, yes, let's do that. And I want to talk a little bit about gratitude, because this week, Thanksgiving is in 2 days. Thank you. There are times when we don't feel very much gratitude. There are times when we really, really we're caught up in the throes of life, pain. And it could be physical pain. It could be health related pain. It could be emotional pain, mental pain. It can be relationship pain. Maybe we're going through a horrendous divorce or breakup, or maybe we're in the midst of losing everything. I've been through that too. 2008, 2009, the crash, I lost everything. And that's painful. During that, I have to say, there was a part of me that, when the universe pulls that rug out and we're just not ready, we're clamoring. I left etheric claw marks on everything, holding on to everything, trying to hold on to everything. When the universe pulls that rug, and we have no control, zero. Nothing. There's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do. That's when we have to surrender, right? We have to surrender. And I learned that, it's not easy. I don't know that surrender's ever really, really easy. You get to a point where you learn to trust, sure, and you recognize that in spirit. The spirit always has your back. And that's an amazing feeling. However, we're here in this body, in this life, and it's just that that immediate reaction to go to that control. We want to control. We want to control everything we possibly can for how we feel we need it to play out, when in the bigger truth, the bigger spectrum, spirit knows, our soul knows what it is and where it is that we're going more often than not before we do. And that's where I learned in 2008, 2009, that when we are experiencing that kind of loss, we just really have to recognize that if it's that big and it's that momentous, meaning there's that much momentum behind it, there's no going back, and it's just time to just, okay, here we go. This is where it's going. Flow with that river. And you just relax. There's a bigger reason. And on some level, I knew that. And of course, hindsight always being 2020. Oh my gosh. Always. You look back and you're like, oh, I'm so thankful that I lost everything. That I went through that horrible period that just sucked. I lost people. I lost relationships. I lost all my stuff, things, house, my car. I mean, all that stuff. And there are some of you out there that are going through this right now. Dog hair. Sorry. Yeah. It's big and it's huge, and there are reasons behind it that we just might not know in this moment. For me, that whole experience opened me up to spirit in a way that I hadn't experienced yet. And I learned to trust. And I learned gratitude in a deeper way than I had known yet. And that's the expansion that we are here for. That's the expansion. We're here all working through this life together, expanding, learning, growing, relearning, actually. We're relearning, we're remembering that we are spirit, that we are whole, that we are divine, that we are limitless beings in this seemingly limited body, right? So thank you goes a long, long way. And this week being Thanksgiving, thank you. You know what? Thank you is also its own prayer. And that's huge. When we're going through it, when we're really, really feeling it and it's scary, and we don't feel we don't feel grateful. We don't feel grateful. That's okay. Recognize it, honor it, have a temper tantrum. It's okay. It's so okay to not be okay, because it's within those periods of not feeling okay where we start to really define what is okay for us. What do we want? What do we need? We start to recognize and really start to feel that our purpose percolating in that not okayness, And that's awesome. That's awesome. And it's when we start to recognize that within ourselves, where that little crack in our armor opens up. And through that crack, light seeps in. And that's awesome. So we start to shed that armor little by little. More light comes in, and we really start to recognize more and more who we are, why we're here, what we're here for, the lessons that we've learned, the challenges that we've been through, the people. Oh my God, let's talk about the people that we have learned from, the experiences. Oh, that's probably one of the hardest pieces. The challenges with people and relationship. Whew. Starting with our parents, right? Oh my gosh, and there are so many of us where, parents weren't there. They weren't present. They were wherever they were, not present, caught up in their own pain, caught up in their own struggle, caught up in their own feelings of worthlessness and despair and woulda, coulda, shoulda, and whys, and ouch. So we look at those experiences with all these people. Maybe we were hurt physically. Maybe it was abuse on some level. Maybe we were abandoned, betrayed. I mean, hurt people, right? We've heard that 1,000 ways to Sunday by now. And when we look at our path and our journey and really process everything we've been through, or start processing, I guess I could say, when we're able to look at the past with an open heart, at a place of surrender, and see it for the lessons that it is, we start to look back as that light seeps in those cracks, and we start to look back through the lenses of compassion and acceptance. We accept what is, what was. Nothing we can do about it now, right? And those people that hurt us, this has come up so many times in readings this week, and those of you who have been with me that I've said this to, it's pinging you again. Yeah, this is a theme this month with readings. Looking back at the past through the eyes of compassion, acceptance, surrender, we start to look at those people who may have hurt us and recognize, you know what? Maybe they did do the best they could with what they had. Maybe they did. But I'm tired of carrying this burden, this pain, this anger, this resentment, right? Whew. That's huge. And we might not be able to let go of all that, just right then. But it's a start. And it's a huge start. And that's healing in action. It's big. And I honor that work in you. I respect that. I lift you up, because it's hard. It's one of the hardest things we're here for. And we're here together. So as we look back, as we look at where we are, thank you is its own prayer. We can say thank you to our body. Thank you for where you've gotten me today. Having surgery on Monday, and I say thank you to that piece of my body that they're taking out, and I say thank you for all you've done for me so far, up to now, when it's time to go. And what is the message that I'm left with? So, you know what? I want to read a little piece about gratitude before I sign off. Gratitude is the secret to a joy-filled life. True thankfulness can work like modern-day alchemy, yielding happiness and peace beyond imagination. That's true. And it's so simple. Find what's good and wonderful in every moment. No matter what's happening around you, there's always something to be grateful for. Whatever you appreciate in life will grow. So discover what you're thankful for, even the people and situations you found challenging. Ooh, whew, we were just talking about that. Oh my gosh. Even for the people and situations you found challenging, and watch miracles unfold. The universe is grateful for you. Appreciation for everything flows through you in great bounty. Cherish the preciousness of life and everyone and everything around you, and miracles will abound. In addition to gratitude, bluebells are thought to symbolize humility. Bluebells, those little flowers. As you step into the soft, gentle energy of humbleness, you'll find that your gratitude for even the smallest things in life expand. That's true. You can feel it. You can feel it when you're in that moment. The more gratitude you have, the more bounty will fill your life. Cherish the preciousness of all things, and joy will fill your life. The universe is thankful for you. Oh, thank you, Denise Lynn. Oh my gosh. From the Sacred Forest Oracle. Thank you. You guys, thank you so much for being here. I leave you with my love. I leave you with Spirit's love. Your loved ones on the other side. Include them. Include them in your celebrations and your festivities and your feasts over the weekend. Remember, they are not missing out. They are still very much a part of our lives, and they want to be included consciously. Include them and watch those in spirit show you the messages that they're around. All right, you guys, I love you to smithereens. I'll be in touch with you throughout this healing process after next week. And you guys have a wonderful, wonderful, safe, and loving Thanksgiving. Thank you again for listening to the Something Super Spiritual podcast. If you know someone who would enjoy this episode, please do share it with a friend. For show notes, links, and to purchase a mediumship reading, my website is somethingsuperspiritual.com. You can also easily subscribe and follow the show on your favorite app, sign up for my newsletter for bonus content, and to keep the conversation going, you can easily join the Facebook community. It's all right there at the website, somethingsuperspiritual.com. Signing off for now, namaste.